looking at are of the Waterworks Hill Trail right outside of Missoula, Montana. My name is Tim Danio. I'm a creative video producer and also a filmmaker. Today in this video, I want to share with you the importance of putting walking into your daily routine. I found that walking has been one of the most powerful creative tools in my life. Not only creatively, but also spiritually. I've been able to, come up with new ideas, work through problems, and get closer to God in the process. So join me in this walk, and I'm going to share with you along the way. One of the first things you'll notice after you start walking, even just for a couple days, if you pick the same spot, you'll start to begin to hear more richly. You'll begin to hear those birds, the same birds. You'll be able to start to get super familiar with the territory, and your mind will expand, and you'll begin to notice things you've never noticed before, and that's really critical for creativity, is because you want to keep filling your mind with new visuals and new audible things. Sometimes we can get stagnant in our everyday grind, and we see the same thing. We kind of go through a pattern in a rut, and we aren't filling our visual bucket with much. It's just the same thing. So when you begin to walk, you get out into a new world, and you start to see things, you start to hear things you haven't heard before. We're right on the cusp of the trail where it'll go into new territory. There's a bit of a gateway right here between these two trees. The trail kind of winds right through, and then it goes into an expanse. And I love these changes in terrain, because it brings you into new thoughts and new ideas naturally. So here we are. We're in a completely different terrain than I was before, with a whole host of new visuals, new sounds, new rhythms, and it generally leads to new thoughts. Walking is a very ancient thing. It really takes you back to the beginning. It's just a simple, basic way of transporting yourself from one place to another, and you can literally transport your thinking to a better place when you walk consistently every day. Okay, right here are some slightly steep switchbacks. You can barely see them, but they zigzag up this hill. So I'm going to turn this camera off right now and hit this hill really hard. Okay, here we are at the top of the hill. I just climbed up, and this is the beautiful city of Missoula right here. The trail actually creates its own music, its own natural rhythm, with a crescendo like this within the piece. The things that I bring in my walk, it's pretty basic. I avoid bringing a big heavy water bottle. It's only a 30-minute to 40-minute walk, so I don't really need that. Plus I'm hydrated before I go out. I just don't like to get bogged down, but I do bring my sketchbook and my journal here. So if I get an idea, I can quickly write it down. So it's a moleskin with an artist pen. Yeah, so that's what I bring on my journey. Obviously, I bring my phone too if I want to take pictures or record an idea. One thing I noticed as I was doing my walks for the last month is that the city of Missoula has its own sound that emanates from it. It's really, really interesting, and the sound changes throughout the day. Sometimes it's literally a different note. So again, as you're walking, you're going to experience life in a different way. You're going to hear things you've never heard before, and it's going to really expand your mind, get you out of your comfort zone creatively. You can see there's a hawk up there. I don't know if this camera's picking it up, but it's pretty sweet. God is amazing, His creation. You also get to see cool dogs and meet new people when you're up here. Howdy.
Hi there.
Listen to the breeze ripping through this tree right now. Isn't that cool? That's amazing. Wow, I've never heard that before up here. These flowers are gorgeous. I haven't seen this flower yet. It just bloomed, started blooming. It's pretty sweet. Maybe somebody in the audience can tell me what that flower is. I just walked for about 35 minutes, and it was quite amazing and refreshing. I encourage you guys, get the habit of walking going in your life. Make it a priority, either in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, just to set aside even 20 minutes just to hit the pavement, hit the trail, and get out and walk. It's really going to expand yourself. You're going to get healthier physically, emotionally. You'll be able to work through some problems you're going through. It'll expand your mind creatively. Your imagination will grow. It's just good all around. Walking is a spiritual activity. For me anyway, I get to talk to God. I get to be in His creation and explore what He's made and really have gratitude and peace in that. I'm getting ready to launch timdanyo.com here pretty soon. So if you want, visit timdanyo.com, that's TIMDANYO.com, and put your email in there, and then you'll get notified when the site launches. And then you'll start getting updates when I release new art projects and video projects and film projects. You'll be in the know. I'm also going to have a blog there and videos similar to this that talk about creativity, talk about habits, talk about character development, and all that good stuff, things that I'm kind of grooving on right now. All right, thanks for joining me on my walk today.